Okay.
So last week, the White House put out a fact sheet about the infrastructure plan that cited the Texas power outage, excuse me, as evidence of the urgent need to modernize the nation's electric grid, which kind of leaves the implication that Texas will get funding to upgrade its grid, but I haven't seen that specifically. So can you offer assurance that there actually would be money in this for Texas to modernize, upgrade, weatherize its grid?
Well, this is, believe it or not, or you will believe it, of course, a very common question from a lot of reporters and media outlets across the country. We will have some state fact sheets, I expect, soon that kind of break down some of the specifics. There are pieces like broadband access and other things, but there'll be a competitive bidding process once the bill is signed into law, and we'll probably won't have more to say that specifically until then.
So that's I think that's a really vague part of the plan. What do you mean by a competitive bidding process? Is this like, how do the top bridges or power grids get chosen? I mean, is it a formula? Do you envision a formula based on state population, or is a federal department deciding which is a more critical project than another?
We're not quite there yet. We just proposed this a couple of days ago. A competitive bidding process, which I think most Americans would support, would mean that states, entities have to apply for funding for rebuilding the infrastructure in their states and through local communities or whatever it may be. What the tenets and the specific logistics of that competitive bidding process would be, I'm sure there'll be discussions. Members will have different views. They'll all be advocating for different projects. We certainly expect that, but we're in the early stages of the process. And
So these congressional meetings, these are not about putting specific projects on a list?
no.
Okay. My baseball question is, today's home opener for the Texas Rangers